was colonized by the Portuguese in 16th century, and we had the independence in 1822. So the country has a complex story made by the Slavs, the military dictatorship, and the social inequality. The indigenous people, that is the local people from Brazil, they were the largest displaced and also colonized by European and Africans. So in the recent decades, Brazil has made strides towards the democracy and the human rights, but still face challenges related to corruption, crime, and the poverty. The country has the rich culture shaped by diverse population and complex history. So here are some pictures of our Independence Day in 1822 when the Portuguese came. So, do someone knows where is Brazil located?
South America.
In South America, very good. So we are the biggest country in South America, and Brazil is the fifth largest country in the world, in the area for 8.5 million square kilometers, and is located in South America and share borders with 10 other countries. The Amazon River is the largest river in the world by volume, flows, and the Brazil home to diverse range of the flora and fauna. And the country is also known for the stunning beaches, including like Copacabana, Ipanema, that is located in Rio de Janeiro, that have a lot of tourists from all over the world. And the Amazon rainforest is located in the north, and the Pantanal in the west, and the Brazilian highlands in the south. So here is the map where is Brazil located, is in the South America. So the current population and located in South America, we do speak Portuguese, we do not speak Spanish. So the fifth largest country with elections is the same in Taiwan. Every 4 years we have elections. And our currency we call real, so it's around 120 reais. And the area in Brazil have 27 states, divided by 27 states. So this is the capital, we call Brasilia. This is like the government palace, and that one is the famous church, is the church. And here are the regions in Brazil. So the green one is the north, the blue is northeast, where is located the famous beaches, the very beautiful beaches. And the yellow is the central west, the red the west, and the orange is the south, where I'm from. I'm from the south of Brazil. So the populations, so in Brazil you can find people from any country of the world, everywhere. So for example, here in red we have people from Germany, Italy, Japan, Poland, and Korea. Brazil have a lot of people from Japan located in the south. And the green area is more like local people, like indigenous and native. The yellow one is by like the workers, we can say, like in the colonization time where the workers were located. And the blue one is where it's located, São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. So this part we could find people from anywhere. So the culture. So Brazil has a rich culture and diversity culture influenced by indigenous people, African slaves, and European immigrants. The music is an integral part of Brazil culture with samba, bossa nova, and MPB, that is the Brazilian popular music, and being some of the most popular genders. The country is also famous in the carnival celebration, which takes place in cities across the country every year. But the carnival we celebrate most just in the São Paulo, Rio, and the Northeast. The other parts the parts don't really actually celebrate. So where I live, we don't celebrate. And the football, I think the most famous thing in Brazil is the national sport of Brazil, and the player played by people for all ages and backgrounds. And the Brazil football players are among the best in the world. That we won the FIFA World Cup 5 times. And also have other popular sports, not just soccer, football. We have volleyball, basketball, martial arts. And the economy. The Brazil has a mixed economy with agriculture and manufacturing being the main industry. The country is the world's largest producer of coffee, soybeans, orange juice, and it's also the major exporter of beef and poultry. The Brazil is the largest automobile industry, and it's a home several multinational car manufacturers. So the economy, we export 70% our products like soybeans, beef, chicken, we all export to China. So Brazil and China have a big connection. And the country recently has faced the economic challenge, including the high inflation and employment rates. But however, Brazil has made progress reducing the poverty and income inequality, and has been interested in manufacturing projects to improve the transportation and communication networks. So here are the map of the Brazilian economy. The balance of trade, the debit, inflation, gross domestic profit. So as I said before, most of the things is export to China. And the food. The Brazilian food is very diverse and flavor with influence from the Portuguese, African, and indigenous culture. Like most popular food is rice and beans that we offer several with meat or seafood. And other is feijoada, that it's also beans with pork meat, and they're made with black beans and various meat. It's the most popular dish in Brazil. And the other popular food that I would call like snacks is pão de queijo, coxinha, brigadeiro, that I will show you guys after. Before. And includes a lot of fruits and different fruits from Taiwan. And this is like the map. Most part, the north and northeast, they eat more seafood because for them it's more easy because they're close to the ocean. But in the south where I live, we eat more meat, like beef, because it's more easy for us to eat beef. And these are some foods, like the first one is the pão de queijo, and then there is a brigadeiro, it's a dessert we make with like condensed milk and cacao, chocolate, we mix together, and this brigadeiro. This one is the feijoada, it's like the beans with the pork meat. And this is the famous barbecue in the south where I'm from. Like, it's a traditional, every Sunday we eat barbecue, like this, every Sunday, with family, friends. And these are the drinks, the famous Brazilian coffee, and that one is the most famous soda that we have, that made with guaraná. Guaraná is like that fruit. So this we just call guaraná. Is the soda. And also this, like this they have in the other parts of South America that they call tereré. This is like icy with lemon juice and water. But in the south we drink that one that we call mate. It's like hot water with this green powder that looks like a matcha powder. The flavor is similar to the matcha powder, and we just put hot water and drink. It's like, I can say it's like a tea. Because in the south it's more cold, so we drink the hot one. And the other part is more hot, so they drink the cold one. And the tourism, so Brazil is popular tourist destination, like attracting millions of visitors every year. So the countries offer a range of activities and attraction from exploring the Amazon rainforest to relaxing on the beaches in, for example, Rio de Janeiro, in the cities in the Nordeste like Salvador, Bahia, and is known of Afro-Brazilian culture and historic architecture. So other popular destinations include Iguaçu Falls, the pretty natural wonder that spans the border between Brazil, Argentina, and the colonial part of Paraty that is located in the state of Rio de Janeiro is surrounded by lush forests and beaches. Brazil is also home to the UNESCO. UNESCO is the World Heritage Site. It includes the historic center of São Luís and the Serra da Capivara National Park. These are some beaches in the Nordeste in Brazil, like Salvador, Pernambuco, the Nordeste, the beaches. It's really similar like to Thailand beaches and also more beaches from the Nordeste. And here is São Paulo, the biggest city in Brazil. So the population is like 22,430,000 people, and some pictures of the city. The famous bridge there, really famous. And Rio de Janeiro that everyone knows. The Cristo Redentor, and in front is the Pão de Açúcar. And here's the Copacabana beach, is famous because of the color like. And here is a famous museum that in Portuguese we call Museu da Manhã. If it translates like tomorrow's museum, like future museum. It's also in Rio de Janeiro. And the famous stairs from Rio de Janeiro. And here is the famous Brazil Carnival that I said that happened just most in the São Paulo, Rio, and in the Nordeste. That they have these beautiful ladies dancing, the cars, and party like for 1 week, but not everyone celebrates it. So, do you have any questions? Curious about something?